everyone, this is Jason, and we're at From Heroes to Icons, and I'm bringing to you another pull list. This is this week's coming up, June 20th, new comic book day. I know everybody's looking forward to it. School is about to end, and we are delighted for that. Well, I know my kids are. And we got some books coming out. Quite a long list. I don't have everything, as always, but these are some of the books that caught my eye, whether it be for the story, nostalgia, or just having a cool cover. So here we are with the books that are coming out this coming Wednesday. We're going to start with the Dark Horse Comics. You have Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Season 12, The Reckoning, number 1. And I was just looking at the cover A for that by Stephanie Hans. A beautiful painted cover of Sarah Michelle Gellar with a really nifty looking weapon that she has. And I look forward to picking that up. Ether Copper Golems number 2, which is a new independent book that seems quite off the beaten path of the norm. And that's by Matt Kind and David Rubin. The regular cover by David Rubin looks fantastic. For DC Comics, we're going to start with Aquaman number 37. That, as always, for the past few months, has had 2 covers. The regular cover is by Stefan Sajek, and the variant cover is by Joshua Middleton. Batman number 49, 1 issue away from the wedding. I believe this is also a filler. It's part of the storyline. And that's by Tom King and Mikhail Janin. And the one cover is by Mikhail Janin, and the variant cover is by Stanley Artgerm Lau. The Brave and the Bold, Batman and Wonder Woman number 5. Art, cover, and writing chores are being done by Lamb Sharp. Pretty nice book to get. Green Lanterns, number 49, also 1 away from number 50. That has 2 covers. One by a fan favorite of mine, Paul Pelletier. And the variant cover is by Warren Lau. Harley Quinn, number 44. Not a fan of Harley Quinn, but I know a lot of people are. And that has 2 covers. Cover A, by some person's name I cannot pronounce. And of course, Frank Cho is doing cover B. Justice League number 2. And Jorge Jimenez and Jim Chung will be piggybacking each other on this book. And it'll be coming out twice a month, and this is number 2. And George Jimenez is doing cover A, which is astonishing. May pick up 2 covers of that. And cover B is done by none other than Jim Lee. Writing chores are done by Scott Snyder, and interior art is by Jorge Jimenez. Man of Steel continues this week with number 4 by, of course, Brian Michael Bendis, and art by Kevin McGuire. New Challengers number 2 is coming out. Thank God that only has 1 cover. And that is by Scott Snyder, Aaron Giuseppe, writing, and Andy Kubert is doing the artwork. It's a pretty cool book, very sci-fi-ish, based on the old school book, The Challengers of the Unknown. I definitely have a liking for that book. Image Comics, we have a few books. Deadly Class, number 35, which I've never collected this book, but cover B really is pretty cool. And that is by Daniel Warren Johnson. You might want to pick that up. A new Image book come out this week. It's called Shanghai Red, and that has 2 covers. And that is written by Christopher Sabella and art by Josh Hickson. Definitely may pick up both of those covers, you know. You never know with these number 1s. And speaking of new books, Skyward number 3, I'll be picking up. That's written by Joe Henderson and art by Lee Garbett. Going on down to Marvel Comics, we have The Amazing Spider-Man 801, which once again, Marvel has kind of overdone it with the covers. Cover A, which is the main cover, is done by Marcos Martin. We have another connecting cover, which is the last connecting cover, by Humberto Ramos. Cover C, which is a Young Guns variant by Russell Dodderman, which is really kind of nice. I'm definitely going to grab that. And we have a Midtown exclusive by none other than J. Scott Campbell, which obviously that's going to cost you a little bit more, but not as much as if it was on his own website. And this is the last book by Dan Slott, and thank God the artwork is done by Stuart Immerman. I will definitely be picking a few of those up. Ant-Man and the Wasp #2 by Mark Waid and Javer Garin. Avengers #3 by Ed McInnes and Jason Aaron. That also has an incentive cover B, which is a little bit more expensive, by Arthur Adams. If you can get it, grab it. It is a fantastic looking cover. Champions #21. I believe this is continuing the storyline where they are in Canada. And that is by Jim Zub and Sean Izaske. Daredevil 604 by Charles Soule and Mike Henderson. Doctor Strange #2. It seems like this book just came out recently. I guess this might be coming out twice a month also. And cover A is by the regular interior artist Jesus Saez, and his work is phenomenal. I would definitely put this on your pull list. Very good book to have. And cover B is also an incentive cover and is by Declan Shelvey. And that's written by Mark Waid with interior art by Jesus Saez. Infinity Countdown Black Widow #1 has more than enough covers. And regular covers done by Yasmin Pertry. Cover B is a Young Guns cover by Mike Del Mundo. And cover C is by Bill Sienkiewicz. Am I saying his name right? Sorry, butchered it. Infinity Countdown Champions #1. That's written by Jim Zub, and a regular cover is done by Clayton Crane. This week, we continue Marvel's #1s with Tony Stark Iron Man, and that is written by Dan Slott, and the art will be by Valerio Shaiti. And that book has over 25 different covers, including a exclusive cover by Alex Ross and a Virgin cover. So it has Iron Man throughout the years on every different cover. So pick your favorite Iron Man, pick your cover. Weapon H #4 by Greg Pak and Corey Smith. Not into Weapon H, but if that's your cup of tea, grab that. X-Men Gold 30, Till Death Do Us Part 6. And most likely I'll be only getting one of those covers. Another book with various covers. And cover B is done by none other than J. Scott Campbell. That's written by Mark Guggenheim with art by Diego Bernard. And we have, last but not least, our independent books. It's Ninja K #8. Got to try to give Valiant some love. And I'm looking at the variant cover by Alan Qua. Very nice. And that's written by Christos Gage and art by Juan Jose Rip. And the last book on our list today is Shadowman #4. And the regular cover is done by Tone C. Zonjic. And a nice cover, cover B, by David Mack. And that's written by Andy Diggle and art by Sean Martinbrog. And hard to pick anything as a pick of the week. I hate to do it, but the pick of the week for me is Justice League #2. And I say both cover A and cover B. Jorge Jimenez's cover is outstanding. It just fantastic. It just shines. It would make a great poster, wallpaper on your phone and all that. And Jim Lee's rendition of the Martian Manhunter on cover B is it's Jim Lee. And that's it for today. I hope you have fun shopping. Always, we can try to support our local comic book shops. And if you can't find something there, you can always try to check somewhere online. Midtown Comics, Comics Zone, and Unknown Comics has a very good and diverse line of books for a cheap price. Until then, Excelsior. Bye-bye.